Welcome back, and it's my pleasure to welcome in Derek Carter, Montgomery College's Athletic Director. Derek, thanks so much for joining me today.
I'm glad to be here. You know, I always enjoy spending time with you.
Well, you know, we've been talking all show long about the success on the court, on the field for MC teams, but I know one of the things that you wanted to talk about today was the academic side, because none of this can happen unless they do it first in the classroom. So how are things going on the academic side for the teams?
Things are going well. We're pleased with the progress all of our students are making with academics. We've committed early in the fall to really try to educate all of our students on exactly what our expectations are academically, and then to provide the appropriate resources so that they can be successful. We've implemented our study hall programs for our students to just make sure that they're focusing on the books throughout the week. We have processes in place to make sure that they meet with academic counselors twice a week. And then we're doing a pretty good job of assessing data to make sure that we're doing the right things, and we'll be evaluating to make sure that all of our efforts to build a well-rounded student academically are working in the direction that we want them to.
Well, it's got to, because if they don't do it in the classroom, they're never going to get out on the court.
No question, no question. And that's why they're here, is to be student athletes. And we have to keep that in mind at all times and do our part, not only to ensure the successes that we've had within the particular sports, but we owe it to each student to be sure that we're giving them what we can to just give them that final nudge to be successful students.
And, you know, they got to have the grades if they're going to go on to a four-year school.
Absolutely. Our students come for a variety of reasons, but at the end of the day, most want to transfer to a four-year institution, and we owe it to them, like I said, to make sure that they're guided the proper way and that they put the energy into the books that are needed.
Well, let's move on to one of your other priorities, which is community involvement and engagement by our teams. Tell us a little bit about what's happening in that area.
Well, again, when we meet with the students at the beginning of the year and the coaches, we talk about our commitment to be active in the community and active in engaging the community and to understanding what we're about. So we've kind of challenged the teams each year to have at least one community project that you have as a team. And we've done great. We started off with our fall sports. Our soccer team really kicked off the year with an outstanding cooperative project with Team Impact, and we adopted our young friend Andrew Christensen, and our volleyball team launched the Dig Pink program, in which brought the awareness to breast cancer. Women's basketball continued during the winter with outstanding outreach in a couple of churches. Our baseball team, as you well know, has been involved with some projects with Army veterans, veterans of war. So everyone understands the commitment. Our soccer teams have been involved with youth soccer programs, just reaching out, being mentors, and giving back to the community in a variety of ways.
I think it's a great initiative, and I'm really glad that you got that kicked off. I think it's invaluable for these kids.
It is, it is. Again, we're sending the message that we're developing the well-rounded student athlete, academically, athletically, and then socially.
Well, let's shift gears in the little bit of time we have left and talk about fundraising. I know this is another new initiative that you are kicking off. Tell us what you have in mind and what some of your plans are.
Yeah, we're in the early stages of trying to say that we're not always going to be dependent on the college giving us resources, financial resources, that we can get out and engage the community a little bit. Certainly we have to partner with our outstanding colleagues in institutional advancement to make sure that the right hand knows what the left hand is doing as it relates to fundraising. But we want to get out into the community, offer some opportunities for corporate sponsorships, more alumni giving. We really want to target our former athletes and bring them back into the fold of kind of giving back to Montgomery College. So we're going to be strategic in how we go about it and partner with our internal colleagues, but it's just we have to make sure that we reach out to the community for external funding support.
Real quickly, a follow-up. Would this include, like at the Rockville Gym, for example, there is zero advertising. Is this part of that, or am I off on a different tangent?
No, you're on track. simply because what you've done, you've recognized that there are opportunities, and this is what we want people to know, that there are opportunities to advertise your business, to advertise, to take advantage of opportunities. And what you're doing is you're recognizing the space is there, our website is there. We have the vehicles to be able to partner with corporate sponsors to make it win-win for both of us.
After all, we are one of the largest institutions in Montgomery County when you count in students, faculty, staff, family, parents, all that.
No question about it, and particularly that we are the one college model that we certainly need to take advantage of building a community base and allowing them to come and recognize their businesses and advertise their businesses within the college. And again, it should be win-win for everyone.
Well, Derek, thanks so much. And that's, we covered a lot of topics in a short amount of time, but as always, I really appreciate you coming back in and joining us.
Glad to be here. Thank you.
And stick with us, because up next we'll have a preview of MC Spring Sports. You're watching the Raptor Report.